Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you my new way on how I render and shade hair. So let's get started. Alright, so first of all I paint over the line art now instead of under it. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to put where the shadows are mainly are. So I'm just going to get a darker color where are darker than our brown. So this is our brown right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to um we're gonna identify where the dark shadows are. So for example, there's some over here. We're basically going to make a big blob of shading, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be precise. It just has to be like shade. I'm not even zooming in right now to show you that I'm not being precise at all. So I'm just identifying our light source as over here. So that means we're gonna put shadows in opposite of that. So here. I know this may not make sense right now, but just make groups of places where you think that darkness should be, and some other thing. So here I have this big area over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to erase some parts that has this cool effect. So as you can see here we have our shadows. Next we're going to put our darker shadows within these shadows, like the shadows that we just drew. So I'm just going to select an even darker color. And now we're going to put some darker shadows. For this we can zoom in. Now we're going to know where we're going to put these dark shadows, where there is literally zero light, almost zero light hitting that surface. So we have to put it inside of these already dark shadows. We can't place them outside like this. So here we're gonna put some here as well. There we go. And now that we have created some depth into our, actually no, there's another this is really optional, but if you want to make it look like really depth, make it select an almost black color, I guess you can use black, and put that in the little the darkest crevices of the drawing, like the literal darkest areas. There you go. So now that we're done with that, we can now select our base color, and then we're going to blend. We're going to blend our shadows in with it. Well, only the main shadow, the really big shadows. We're gonna blend that in with our um base color. Can't really do it right now since I'm also doing it at the same time, so I'm kind of explaining and drawing at the same time. There we go. And now we're going to add in our highlights while selecting your base color again, and we're going to make it lighter and warmer, and also more saturated. So we're going to put these in places where you won't have like much shadows and stuff. So here, I hope you understand where I'm putting them, but as you can see, I'm putting them in the places where I don't really see like much shadow at all. But don't put too much, because if you look at your own hair, the highlights are really subtle. Like in real life, it doesn't matter what hair color you have, the highlights are still gonna look really subtle. So as you can see here, I selected our base color again, and we're trying topping it up like that. And we're also kind of blending it in with the base color. And then we're also going to put an even lighter highlight in this, making it warmer and more saturated. So I guess that's pretty much it. However, there is another topic that I want to talk about the hair. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add some bounce light. If you don't know what that means, it's like the reflection of other things, like reflecting onto your hair. You can test this out by pointing your hair at something, and you'll notice, like for example, a pink shirt. It's going to have some pink on it, but just a little bit. So what I usually use for bounce light is a gray color, which it's really cool. So let's just add another layer. Just going to add that bounce light anywhere we want. Let's add it here. I usually put it where the shadows are or near some shadows so that we get this like really cool effect. Also, we're gonna put this in like groups just like um our just like the shadows, but they can be like um separated. There you go. I forgot the word. The reason why I use gray is because it looks like a cool color. Now you can use other colors, so let's try using some orange for a bounce light. That's actually kind of cool, but let's just make it muted. Whenever you do your bounce light, make sure that the color you're using is muted, because like making it too bright makes it like not realistic. So I like to put it near like a grayish shade. So here I'm testing it out with some pink. I'm gonna make it like muted here, so well actually it makes for some really good looking bounce light. And bounce light can also be like different colors. Say that it's probably like being reflected on like different like two different items or stuff like that. And that's it. So for the bounce light. So another thing I would like to add is some stray hair. So as I like did last time, we're going to select any random color. We're just going to add some random strands of hair. Also make sure that they're making sense. So here, and here as well. Now it's really optional if you want to add this, like hair. So I guess that's it for our hair shading tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and until then, see you next time. Bye.